Hey guys, what's up, it's jjaaxxthelegend here. Today, I'm on the Minecraft Redstone tutorial. And in this week's tutorial, I'm going to be showing you guys how to build a super awesome and super secret Minecraft Redstone door. So, let's go and have a look at it now. So, a meteor crash has just landed outside of my base, and I need to do some research on it, because after all, I am a scientist bear. So I need to go access my secret base. And to do that, I have to walk up here, climb up this completely natural mountain, and just jump up here. There's no secret doors here at all. But if I hoe a certain piece of land, you can see the farmland breaks and it turns into dirt, and then this will then turn into grass after a little while. And my door opens. And then when I hold it again, it'll close, and it's completely flush. Do that one more time so we can get in. And then once I walk in and step on this pressure plate, it'll close behind me in the same way. Now I'm in here, I can grab all the things that I need, grind down some of the stone that I got from out there, then cut it in half, have a look, have a nap, do some enchanting, or just put some stuff away in the storage, and then I can walk out, just like this, it'll close, and I can hoe this piece of land. As you can see, it's grown back, and my door will close behind me. So, now that you have seen it on this world, let's head over to my redstone flat world so you can see the super simple redstoning behind it. Okay, I'm now in my super awesome redstone flat world, and behind me we have an artificial mountain with a bit of grass around it. So like in the overworld, if I grab out my diamond hoe this piece of ground, the hoed ground or the farmland gets broken, and my door opens and I can walk straight through it. Then when I step on this pressure plate, it'll close behind me. And I will be safe and sound, because from the front doesn't look too bad. And if you have a few sheep around here, this will look normal, because sheep do eat grass. So behind here there is quite a bit of redstoning, but it's honestly not that complicated. The main things are this T flip-flop system and this simple gem door, which is a really satisfying door to watch like sort of close and open. Because as you can see, if I hoe this ground here, let's go do it in F5 mode so you can see it. The door opens up in a really smooth pattern, because it kind of just comes out of the wall and goes into it. And when we go inside, we've got a little bit of redstone that you can cover up by just placing a floor. And if you go here, you can either place a piece of carpet on top of this. So you might have some magenta carpet with like some string, like this, or an upside down stair, which allows redstone to go through it. And then on this piece you can place a piece of carpet, or just end your wall there. And if you want to keep your wall going, you can break that and place your redstone there, so you can just have some carpet on that piece, or just have some carpet surrounding the wall. You can just have this going as long as you want, then you go long. You can just have something like that around it, a cool color of carpet. But even if you don't, you can come out like 4 blocks, and then you've got the one in the middle, so that would be a 9 by 9 room. So you go out to here, you go out to there, and if this was normal, you go out to there, 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5, my bad. And then 5 on this side, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you actually have an 11 by 11 room, which is humongous. And if you want to make it a bit bigger, you can drop this redstone down like I said before, and move across one further. And then you can do this on this side as well, so it's a square. So all of this redstone is pretty easy to hide as long as you just have a corridor here. You might even want to show some of it off by having maybe a window there or a window here. But it is completely flush from the outside. It does not look suspicious at all. If I was just to kind of walk up to this mountain, I would not think, unless I was a weirdo, oh, I'm just going to host some ground around here. Oh, a secret base opened up. See, I think only weird people would just randomly start hoeing around a mountain. Okay, enough said, let's get on to the tutorial. Okay, so to start the tutorial, you want to find yourself a mountain. Now, this mountain has to be at least 3 high or 4 high, so you can have a door there, and it does, like this space here, when it opens, there's not a hole at the top. And it also needs to be at least like 9 wide, because otherwise you'll see the redstoning on the side, and if you want it to be fully covered from all sides, it'll have to be 10 or even bigger. But most natural mountains are like 20 blocks wide, so you should be pretty safe. Okay, for this first part of the build, which is the detecting system of like sort of like the host switch, you are going to need one redstone repeater, one piece of redstone dust, 2 redstone torches, 1 sticky piston, and 1 block of the mountain. So you've got your 9 long wall here, and however tall it is. You want to go to the very, very right side, right here, and count 3 blocks in. 1, 2, 3. And on the 3rd block, break a hole like this, so it's sort of like at the very bottom, like that. Then, place a sticky piston towards the back, and then a stone block or whatever block your mountain is on front, so it looks like this from the back. So when this extends, you can power this just to test, it gets pushed 1 out. Now that you have done this, break this block right here in front of the sticky piston. You might even want to maybe place a weird block there so you know where your sticky piston is for now. So break this block right here, and then break the block underneath it like so, and drop down and place a redstone torch here. So once you have done that, go back into that hole, and on the opposite side to the redstone torch, break 2 blocks. Then then place a repeater coming out of nothing, and there's going to be a grass block here and going into redstone dust, which is going into a block. So now you can place a block here, make sure it's grass or a block that can be hard, so normally grass or dirt, like that. And you can see over here on this side, this redstone is powered. So now what we want to do, place that block back and place a redstone torch on top of this block behind the piston, and you can see the piston sort of extends and retracts really quickly, so you have to replace that block. But now if I grab out a hoe, let's use a golden hoe because it's shiny, and hoe this block, you can see it extends and then instantly retracts once this hoed land gets destroyed. This is because, if you were wondering, hoed land is considered a transparent block, so this redstone torch does not put current through it, allowing this back redstone torch to be turned on. So if we have no block here, this piston will always be extended. That's why we have to have a block here. So grass, and then we can just place those 2 blocks there. So now it's time to add the T flip-flop system in. Okay, for this next part of the build, come around to the back and grab out 3 droppers, 1 hopper, 3 pieces of redstone dust, some building blocks. I'm using orange concrete. You probably need around 3, maybe a few more just to get some placements of droppers in, and 1 redstone repeater. Okay, standing directly in front of this redstone torch, to the side, to the left side actually, place 2 pieces of redstone dust, like this. Then, on the opposite side of the wall, on the opposite side the wall is on the redstone, place a orange block or a block like this, and then another one next to it. Then place the redstone dust here, so that's your last piece of redstone dust, and a repeater here so it's facing into nothing. Then, place 1 more piece of orange concrete here, this one is going to be removed, and place a dropper on top of that facing into the sky. Then you can break that piece of orange concrete or whatever block you're using there. Then, you can place another dropper on top of this, facing this way, like so, away from the wall, and then 1 diagonal down from that facing the opposite way, like that. This one is facing this way, this one is facing this way, and this one is facing this way. And then you want to place a hopper right here directly on top of that. So you've sort of got a chain. So this spews it out into that one, this spews it out into that one, this spews it out into this hopper, and this hopper spews it out into this dropper here. And it's like a sort of a loop-to-loop. And then finally, if you want to throw any sort of item in here, you only want to throw 1 into this hopper here, and it should instantly go into this bottom dropper. Now, moving on to the next bit, which is just to detect that there's an item in there, you want to grab out some redstone dust, 1 redstone comparator, 1 repeater, and some building blocks. Now, place a building block right here on the opposite side to this redstone, next to the dropper the hopper is going into. Place a comparator coming out of it so this larger end is like sort of touching this dropper, and it should instantly get turned on like that. Then place a block diagonally 1 up from this block here, and place a piece of redstone there. Then going towards the wall, place another block with a repeater on it, and this should power the repeater. And now if you place like a piece of redstone here, it should be full power, but we don't need that there. Okay, to finish up some of this redstoning, what you want to do is come one diagonally up from that block there, and come 1, 2, 3, 4 across. 1, 2, 3, 4 with redstone, and then one more, and then place another block there. Place redstone along all of these, and then place a repeater right before this corner here, so it still connects it, but put this on 2 ticks delay. So you should have something that looks like that. So this repeater powers this, so it goes 3 along, then there's a repeater on 2 ticks delay, which is facing towards these 2 pieces of redstone here. So now if I grab out my hoe again, as you can see, if I hoe this ground here, my redstone gets turned off, and if I hold it again, it gets turned on. So now we want to turn that into the off position, so hoe it until it's like this. Now it's time to add in some pistons. Okay, for this build, you are going to need 6 pistons for this little bit. Okay, so come down here and place 2 pistons like this, right under this piece of redstone here, on top of each other. Then place 2 more next to it, so you've got this 2x2 square of sticky pistons. Then place 2 more facing towards the wall on the face of these 2 pistons to the very right. So you should have a shape that looks like this from the sides. So now you want to turn this on by hoeing the ground, and you'll see the pistons will extend functionally, and then once you turn it off again, they will fully retract like this, and you'll be able to walk through. So now you're probably wondering, but how do I turn it off once I get inside? Well, that's the bit that we're going to hook up now. Okay, to hook this up, clear your inventory, just keep your hoe there, don't throw it away because you'll need that to open this door, and make a corridor like this, and add a roof on it. Now this piece of redstone, like this block here, will be able to be seen, so you might want to change that to a stone and place that piece of redstone back. And then you want to come out another 2 on both sides. And then you can probably add your wall here if you want, or if you've already got that, like this. So just add that in quickly. And then we have this sort of corridor, and we are about to place in our pressure plate. Okay, our pressure plate can go in multiple positions. You can design it where you want it to go, but mine, I'm going to put it in a very certain area so we walk on it when we're coming in and out. So for this next part, you're going to need a pressure plate, some redstone, and if you're moving it around, you might need a repeater. Okay, so you have 2 options on where your wall can be. It can be like here, where it has 2 pistons, 2 blocks, and then your wall. Or it can be like that one, where it has 2 pistons, 3 blocks, and then a wall, and then your pressure plate is right in between here. So you've got a bit of a longer corridor, but it's slightly easier to cover up. But I'm going to have it this way, but the pressure plate is going to remain in the same position. So what you want to do is come to your corridor, and right here, break 2 blocks down. And then break 2 blocks down all the way to the left of the very left of your wall. So it's sort of it's lined up with this. And place redstone on all those blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pieces of redstone. And then you can place blocks on every single one of those, just like this, and place a pressure plate right here. Now come over here, break this piece of wall and dig 1 down. And dig 1 more down, and you can see I've lined up with this redstone exactly. So now if I hook it up here, you can see that the redstone goes up, and then it can go up again. Now to cover this up, because I'm in the new snapshot, if I grab out some stone stairs, here we go. I can add it here as the wall, and you can see the redstone can go straight through it. And I can use some sandstone stairs here to actually cover this up as well. It's a slight different texture, but I think it still looks nice, and the redstone can go through it easily. So now if I walk on this pressure plate, you can see my door closes, and it opens, and I can walk through. And to close it from the outside, like I showed you before, just have to simply hoe your ground again, and it will just simply close. But now you probably want to add some sort of thing around this and replace this with stone. And when I say want some sort of thing, you want to open this door and maybe add some sort of jaggedy material around here. You don't want to make it too obvious that there's a door there, so you don't go like this and like make it all random and stuff. And then just suddenly have two spots like this where it's like, that looks a bit dodgy. Try and blend it in when you are making your door. You don't necessarily have to build this on a mountain and there just be grass in front of it. You can do it many different ways, so here is a few ideas on how you could do that. Okay, I am now back in the overworld to show you another way to hide your secret door, even though it's already pretty hidden. One of them is to put it in front of a farm, so you can have a chest full of hoes without it looking a bit dodgy, so you don't have to bring a hoe around everywhere. So I've got an iron hoe in here, some carrots and some seeds. So if I grab out my iron hoe, hoe this piece of ground here, my door opens. I haven't decorated inside of there yet. I can walk and grab my stuff, walk out, then hoe this ground again, close it, and then I can put it back in here, and nothing will look too dodgy, and that's also kind of tucked away behind the chest. And you can also put this in front of maybe near a village, so you could put a hoe there, maybe if you're living in the village, or anywhere where there's a farm. Another good thing about this is because it's near a house, most robbers will go, oh, there's a house here. And they'll realize you haven't got much stuff in here. You've only got this chest here and this chest here. And if you've only got maybe 2 diamonds in here or just some iron, they'll probably think you're just poor and they'll go away. But little do they know you've got your secret base. With that said, I'm going to wrap up the video. So that's going to be the end of this video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this secret door tutorial. And make sure to leave a like, comment, and remember to subscribe if you're new. I'd really appreciate the support if you hit that big red button down there. I know you want to. So, I will see you guys later. Peace. Oh, and remember, stay carbonated, or, with this door, stay secret. Bye.